All right, so let's move on to the second out. This is where it's going to get fun. So Dalton, I'm going to let you start with this because this whole Ippei Mizuhara situation, there was this 37-page affidavit that came out that detailed everything that was going on. And if you read the whole thing, I mean, it really does kind of detail how, like, how much of a problem Ippei Mizuhara has from a gambling perspective. It's actually kind of sad to this point. I mean, if you're not familiar with the situation, what was it alleged? It was about $16 million that was alleged that Ippei stole out of Ohtani's account directly. It wasn't even something that, like, he had changed the settings on his phone and everything like that to where he had access to Ohtani's account and Ohtani couldn't see the money moving. Like, it was very, very intricate. It was like the perfect crime. He literally did all of this to make sure he didn't get caught. Placed. He's in a $40 million hole. He made 19,000 bets within the span of 2 years. That's like 25 bets a day, every day for 2 years. I mean, that's kind of to the point where you're kind of betting on women's college curling. Like, it's a lot of stuff that, you don't there. It's a problem. Let's just say that it's a problem.
Right.
So take it away.
Yeah, I mean, look, I said a lot 3 weeks ago on this topic to the extent of, like, why are we not taking this at face value, right?
Yep.
I said it then, and I still feel the same way now.
Yeah.
At no point in this entire process has Shohei Ohtani been accused of anything, nor have we had any concrete reason to believe that he did anything wrong. Obviously, as a Dodger fan, I'm glad that it came out this way. Also, as a baseball fan, I'm glad that it came out this way. It is if you read the document, it is a harrowing, sad story of an individual, falling victim to gambling addiction, not knowing how to control it. You can, like, read the self-awareness as it goes along, that he realizes that he's, like, in way too deep, which I think is, like, by the time this whole story ended in March, like, he had basically accepted the fact that, like, no, I'm going to have to face the music on this.
Yeah.
And, I Tyler Glass now gave part of the interview that I was watching with him today. He was talking about how, like, in the Dodgers clubhouse, there was never really any concern about it because he was saying something along the lines like, these guys watched Shohei Ohtani immediately be like, no, take my phone, take my stuff, look through all my stuff, do it, like, go.
Yeah, right.
Because he knew that, like, there was nothing really to worry about on his end.
Yeah.
I'm glad that, Ippei will hopefully get the help that he needs. Unfortunately for him, like, this is not going to go away. He's not going to get his job back. Like, he ruined his life.
He's going to go to prison, Dalton. I mean,
Yeah,
he's going to go to jail.
Yeah, no, it's bad. I mean, I think, like, from a baseball perspective, I'm glad Shohei wasn't involved, and I'm glad that, like, it was proven that way. There are always going to be people out there who, like, we can't convince otherwise because they want to believe that he did something wrong. So to those people, I say, go read the thing and, I don't know, talk to a wall, right? But for me, I'm just glad the story's over. I think it's fair to point fingers at his agency. I think it's fair to point fingers at whoever else is in his corner and ask them why they weren't more vigilant. I think it's fair to point at Shohei and ask why he wasn't more vigilant. Although the things that we're learning about Shohei is he doesn't really want to manage his money. He wants to live a simple life where all he does is play baseball, which is understandable, right? That being said, I think it's fair to question the judgment of some people, but ultimately there was one party who was responsible for the wrongdoing here and who created this mess. So,
yeah. I think that now the information that we have is it's pretty clear that this went a certain way. Listen, and you were right from the beginning, right? So let's just point that out, that you already kind of said, as soon as this story came out, they're just like, okay, so if you actually look at all this, there wasn't any point where Shohei was even alleged of doing anything by anybody in this whole thing. So why is it fair to speculate and all of that stuff? So let's just point that out right there. I want to be clear because I agree. I think that, I think there were people I shouldn't say I think. There were people that were rooting for Ohtani's downfall. I was speculating, but I was not rooting for his downfall. I was desperately hoping that there was nothing behind what was being reported, right? That's 100% a thing. No way did I, or should anybody have wanted that. Ohtani is phenomenal for the game of baseball. He just is, right? He is the best when he's playing on both sides. He is the best player in the world, period. You shouldn't want that to go away.